Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Our buddy Cadillac Pat's here. How you doing, Pat?
What's going on? What's going on? How are you doing?
Good to see you, buddy.
How we
Cadillac Pat, everybody's favorite 90s superhero. Should we ever, or have we ever told people how we came to know the character Cadillac Pat?
I think we went over it maybe when you
The
first came
reason we
in.
met, the true reason we met Cadillac Pat is because he would work at bars that we knew we could go to, and he would hook us up. I'm just being honest. Today's honesty day. Today's honesty day.
He listened to the radio, and then when we go into his bar, he'd give us free drinks.
Man,
Steal from his company.
He would steal from the
Whatever I can do, exactly.
Yeah. Can I mention that company? They're no longer
Sure,
around.
go ahead. Go ahead.
It was Houlihan. I loved going to Houlihan, and man, there was nothing like going there and eating, 3 entrees, all the beers I wanted. I'd get out of there for $18.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I don't know.
Have to do a heavy tip for Pat.
Oh yeah,
That's how you do. If you have friends that hook you up, just make sure that you got to tip out your friend.
Yeah.
You got to tip them out.
Yeah, of course.
And if you're a radio DJ, you make all listeners all around town. You find out where
That's how
they
you get
work,
fat.
and then you go to their place.
That's
and
why
then
DJs
they hook you
get
up.
fat. They drive
Yeah.
all around town eating all of the free treats.
Yeah, from the
They
listeners.
love free treats.
Also, I remember Pat used to come at 2 particular promotions that I would do, and I did one where I was promoting a kiosk where you could do daily fantasy football.
It was the best thing ever.
Oh, wow. That's convenient. Let me drive up to the kiosk instead of using my phone.
No, there was no phone then.
Yeah, this is pre-smartphone.
Oh my God.
This is 2006, or 2005.
You did analog gambling
Yes.
kiosk?
Yes.
It was like an ATM with it had a TV screen. It took your photo, and I remember you put $5 in. You'd bet on 5 players. They had 80 players you can pick from. You bet 5 of them, and you can win $25 an hour. And if you were the high bidder, it had all over different bars, all connected. And if you won the high of that hour, you'd win $100.
I was doing commercials for this.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second.
was
The
a-
way you had described it,
It was
It's
a cool.
daily
actually
fantasy
does
football.
sound kind of fun.
It was
Well,
really cool.
Of course, it's what we're doing now with fantasy football, but pre-smartphone. So
Yeah.
you had to go to a kiosk.
But I think that makes it more exciting. Because think about it.
No, it was
No, but it does. It does make it.
horribly inconvenient.
No, but you didn't know that then because you didn't know what convenience was.
Well, you had to do it every hour on the hour. So you had a 5-minute window, and there would be people in line putting their $5 in and touch screening, and they would give you a little printout. So you would have that anxiety of come on, buddy, let's go. Why haven't you picked your players yet or
you
whatever?
start a fight.
And then who would pay you out? The bar.
The bar. So you
yeah.
and they had a separate TV screen that would show you that you won, because it took your photo at the kiosk, and it would say, "Oh, Cadillac Pat won $25," and you could win if you were good. I mean, I guess, but you'd win. You could be number 1 at that bar and win $25 every hour, but then also every hour you could win $100 because it paid the highest person. And it was in 10 different bars. Yeah. And it was. I thought it was a really cool concept.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. I've always been the idea of competing against other bars in trivia or anything.
It was. Yeah, it's like a
is
trivia.
attractive to me. I like the idea of the whole idea of you're playing trivia in a bar in Orlando while other people in Boston are playing trivia. There's something cool about that. That I like.
Although I did cross my arms, I'm it'll never get easier than this. This is the height of technology, and it'll never become more convenient. Yeah. And then, of course, smartphones came out.
I remember it was at Gators Dockside in Waterford Lakes, and I brought my buddy JJ like Real Radio too.
I love
at
JJ.
the time, and he got so drunk. I remember Tom, aka Drunky the Bear, then left. I had to bring that up. He left, and then I had to put JJ in the back seat of my truck, and I rolled the windows down. I had to lock him in the back seat of my truck because he was too drunk. He was being too annoying. I'm like, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to put him in the back seat?
I put him in the back seat of my truck I have right now still.
And you locked him in there.
Yes.
And then went back to the bar?
Yes. Yes.
There was a time when people would have friends that you would just have to lock in places.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, I'm sorry, buddy.
I rolled the window down.
Good.
I said, Jay, stay right here. And he was like, okay. He was trashed.
Yeah.
I do miss hanging out with people who get out of control. Because I feel like now.
I mean, we can change that. We just need to hang out more.
Well, at this point in my life, in your 40s, you rarely are still hanging out with the people who get literally out of control.
Yeah,
That's more of a 20s thing.
Yeah.
When you see a man that's like 45 stumbling, or somebody grab his throat, and there's a fight about to go down, you're like, oh God, this is embarrassing.
And usually that guy has burned all his friend bridges.
Wait, you did this at the BDM party?
What do you mean? Get out of control?
You got so drunk that you were
like, I wasn't out of control.
Rubbing naked men?
No, that was. I'm talking about full on out of control, like causing scenes, like raising your voice. Where you
have to do that.
Like you have to put them somewhere, like hide them.
One time I got so drunk on a cruise that I did the move where you tap the glass and get the entire...
Oh, no, you did not.
And I got the entire dining room, the Bordeaux dining room on a Carnival cruise. I got everybody to be quiet, and then I stood up and apologized to Andrea for yelling at her. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Oh my God!
It was an embarrassing. Apology.
Because the thing is like a positive thing. You know what I mean?
Usually it's like, hey, congratulations. I don't know. I felt bad. I finally felt bad. You should be happy that there's something in there.
So, Pat, I know you put together a playlist for us.
Yeah.
So tell us about this playlist.
I got all my 90s and like 2000s CDs that I've come across over the years, and I just thought it'd be kind of fun to go through some of the songs that are kind of terrible, but like almost like one-hit wonders of like terrible rap music from the 90s and 2000s.
Okay.
And I thought we could go through a couple of them.
I've got your playlist right here. I will be honest with you that some of these names I do not know.
Oh, good. See, I figured you would know because you're a music guy.
I know a lot of them. But there are a lot I do not know. Like the first one, Crucial Conflict.
Yeah, you'll know the song. I promise you know the song.
Okay, Crucial
Tom will know it.
Okay.
Hopefully I can play this. It does say explicit.
Not in the beginning it's not, though.
Okay,
I try to get most of non-explicit stuff. It goes right into it right here.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
Really?
No, I don't remember that.
It was like a Bone Thugs and Harmony knockoff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if
Andrea and I were just talking about Bone Thugs yesterday. My wife
me too.
loves Bone Thugs.
I'm a big fan too.
Also, I noticed the theme of smoking weed, which was in a lot of hip hop songs in the 90s, but had more power back in the 90s
because it was illegal.
Yeah, because it was illegal.
Yeah.
Like now you do smoking
no
weed all day. It's like, all right, we'll all smoke weed.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the hell out of here.
I mean, you got like old ladies, CBD, this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, it doesn't hit the same way. Now this one of my absolute favorite songs. In fact, I mentioned this song yesterday.
Really?
With my wife.
Really?
Because I bought this album. This is Craig Mack, Flava In Your Ear. I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember this, Tom?
This is actually the remix I sent on accident, but it's still you'll know it. You'll know it.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that beat?
Oh
man, Craig Mack was awesome.
Yeah. That's his biggest hit, I think.
Here comes a brand new flavor in your ear. It's a brand new flavor in your ear. I used to love that song, man.
Go down to the one that says DJ Drama. Or you know that one? You know that song, Drama? That was the jam.
This one right here?
Yeah, and it's clean. It's a clean version.
I do remember this. Pretty much everything you're playing is music that my wife danced to in college.
All right.
And lately, Andrea's been playing a lot of uncensored hip-hop for Maisie, and Maisie gets mad as hell.
Oh, because
she's like, turn that off! All
right,
she's like, rap is crap!
Go to the next one.
No, she doesn't say that.
This might be a South Florida one, because this guy's South Florida, I'm pretty sure.
I do remember the name JT Money, yes.
He was part of this.
This is...
the hook comes in right here in a second. It comes in right here.
Oh, that beat is so 90s.
It is so 90s.
Right here. Here it comes here.
Yeah.
This is great stuff.
There was a lot of
like chanting, and we'd like jump.
Yeah,
I like that.
Also,
I like that.
Whipping your T-shirt around.
I was gonna put that on here.
Sound check. Yeah. There was a lot of like.
You're whipping and bouncing outside of your car. Everyone is outside. Everyone is outside their car, and then it's usually a group shot, and then it just pans a bunch of people whipping and dancing.
Yeah. I've always wanted to be so popular that I think I thought that with this podcast at some point we would film a video where you and I would be like jumping up and down, and then all of our listeners would be around us.
Oh,
like,
you can make that
hey,
happen.
We're partying.
You can make that happen in a second.
No, we missed. I think we missed our window. I mean, we're coming in for a landing now. I think we missed the window, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, we can still do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got all the gear. If you want some '90s clothes, I got all the stuff to wear.
I'm down.
All right, go to Popimp. See if you remember that one.
Where is that one?
Do or Die. Like 4 down.
Right here. I got it. Popimp. This is Popimp. Do or Die.
You know this one.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do you wanna ride in the backseat of a Cadillac? Chop it up with do or
Let it go.
die.
He starts rapping right away.
I don't remember this one.
What?
7 PM, fly loud to them house in the PM, sipping cigarette, showing all the
I like that.
Wow, I can't believe you don't remember that.
I don't remember
That's so
that.
big in my world, in my mind.
It's also so weird how I think a lot of it, especially if you liked all kinds of music, sometimes you go through phases. So, like, there are things that I completely missed because I'd be like, oh, man, I was in, like, a metal phase then.
Sure.
Or I was in a Motown phase then, and I wasn't even listening to that.
I was always a rap guy, so that's like...
Really?
Yeah, always.
Interesting.
Yeah, now, the older I get, obviously, the more... I'm more into, like, like some 90s and 2000s rock, especially because I work in a bar. We play a lot of, we don't play a lot of rap music in the bar anymore, like in the bar I work at, But yeah, as a kid, even like I have a certain type of music I listen. If I'm at the gym, I listen to a lot of rap music, even new stuff. I listen to some new stuff. But if I'm working in the yard, it's like classic rock. If I'm, doing something like around the house.
It's interesting how all these songs have the cliche 90s beat of hip hop. It's like it's funny how they all just like get stylized together, and it's like this is the culture.
There were definitive
at this time.
Well, a lot of it has to do, and this is where it gets a little nerdy, but a lot of it had to do with technology, right? So when you had I want to say like early 80s, when you had your 808s morphing into 909s, and you were getting like different fake snare sounds, different fake
machines.
bass sounds.
Drum machines.
Pro Tools was coming to its own. Logic, the one where you would have multiple CDs, the one that I bought for like $2,500, is kind of coming into its own. Right?
Oh yeah, like a multiple CDs, so you could play different songs, different people,
and you would have like it was almost like a renaissance. I was talking to Andrea about it this morning. How Phil Collins on that album, No Jacket Required, and like when you listen to that, there are sounds, or artificial drum sounds on there, and gates and pieces of compression and samples. I use the air quotes that are being used on there that like everybody started using because it was just like it's no different than a style of the bell bottom. Everybody's you need that snare. Oh, this is a song from '86. You need that snare in it, or this is a song from '91. Well, you got to have a 909 or an 808.
Yeah.
You got to have this artificial bass sound in it. Or you got to have the baby go for any Aaliyah song. Or you got to have the if you're Timbaland, you got to have.
Yeah,
you gotta have all the popping noises. If you're
I notice certain things in certain songs in certain eras, and I hear the same sounds. I notice that stuff too.
Yeah. Do you have any? Give me another one here.
Go to.
You want some Too Short?
Yeah. Go to either go. I'm a Player. Yeah.
I'm a Player.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do a little bit. Now this to me, I would say, is a little more in that gangster style.
Yeah,
right?
he's a West Coast guy. He's from Oakland, so he's got a little more of that West Coast.
A little more of the pimp kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
It's also weird to hear samples in a time when you hear samples now, but they're not really presented like that as much.
Oh yeah,
that sounds gritty, and it sounds like somebody's hands are really on it. It sounds.
I'm sure there was.
It sounds analog. It does not sound like it's zeros and ones. It sounds like somebody took the record and put that in there at a certain speed.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
Well, because we're talking was that pre 95?
That was 94, 93.
Okay,
that sound.
So I mean, like even Daniel, we joke around about him still using like reels and stuff in the 90s, and like antiquated technology, and I'm sure lots of studios were doing that as well too. Like things are slow back then to change.
Yeah.
It's not like it is now.
Sure.
Where it's just changing insanely fast. Like after some new piece of technology comes out, a better one comes out 6 months later.
Yeah, one of the things that blows my mind now, and it's brilliant, but and you could have seen this writing on the wall a long time ago. But you have artists now, and I'm kind of low-key obsessed with them, that will create their own samples. So you'll have like a guy who, because sampling, you can get into a lot of trouble. Obviously you're breaking the law when you're stealing people's art and making it your own. But these people will go in and they'll like play music. They'll be like, I'm going to make this soul song. So I'm going to make the chorus here. I'm going to make a verse here. And that's my sample. I just created a sample. I'm going to sample myself.
Oh, yeah.
And then use that. And then it tricks you into thinking, that's a dated song from the 60s.
Like they speed it up like Kanye does or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
It was never a dated song from the 60s or 70s. It was something purposely created to make you think that it was vintage.
There's a guy named Thundercat, I think. He does that.
I love Thundercat. Amazing musician.
Yes, but it sounds
player.
old.
Yeah.
It sounds old.
Thundercat, where Thundercat excels is that he's almost low-key keeping yacht rock alive because he's done collaborations with Kenny Loggins and Michael McDonald, and he loves that style of like that falsetto singing
with the bass.
when you do a lot of like harmonies and layered harmonies.
Yeah,
good, dude. You like Thundercat?
Yeah, of course.
I got some stuff to give you then.
I'm a blue-eyed soul brother.
Yeah, Thundercat's amazing.
Good.
That guy's just a genius.
Well, we've run out of time.
I
and
know.
We gotta
I'm
go.
sitting here chopping it up with my friends.
So, Pat, thanks for stopping by.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate you, man.
Again, if people want to see you, Pat, where are you at?
Come see me at the Brass Tap in Waterford Lakes, the only Brass Tap in Orlando. I'm there every Wednesday through Saturday night. Come say hi to me. Let me know you listen.
Yep, and try to find those treasures.
They're still there. Still there.
All right, we will see you on Monday.
Awesome.
Cool. I just noticed it was 15 minutes. I was like, we gotta.
It's perfect.
So we'll do another segment.
All right, cool.
So that was Friday 2? No.
Yes, Friday 2.
Friday 2?
What's the date?
8/2.
No.
It would be.
It's this for tomorrow.
The 19th.
19.
7/19/2.
7/19.
I thought for sure you guys would know most of those songs. That's funny to me because
Yeah,
they were so big in my world.
I think I was in a rock phase.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Pretty sure it was.
Also, you're 1 year older than me, right?
I'm 44.
Okay, 2 years older.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why.
But still, you were South Florida with me. Like I felt because those were like a lot of radio South Florida songs.
But I think about the years, like so.
You were definitely Slipknot and.
You were in a sophomore in high school when I was still in middle school.
Oh, so yeah, you didn't quite get there.
So I'm a little bit further. So I was like, I was listening to Bone Thugs and like Wu-Tang stuff, but I was in the.
You were too young.
Oh yeah, I was like 97, 98.
Yeah, when you came on to that, we
yeah.
were allowed to hear like cuss words in music. Okay.
Somebody wants to buy you a 2XL Slipknot shirt to wear, like a long one, and then you have to wear bike shorts. That's what my wife
I
wore.
listen to Slipknot.
And my wife would wear bike shorts underneath her long, and then you need a ball chain necklace, right? And you put your hair back in a ponytail.
No.
Yeah, you like punk music. You're like Slipknot guy, right?
No, that's not punk. I like punk and hip hop when I was in high school.
You like no effect. For some reason, Slipknot's logo and
Slipknot is hard like
it's very close to butt rock.
Yeah,
it's very similar to butt rock.
It's metal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I never
Like
into
new
metal.
metal. It'd be like even new metal. All
Yeah.
right, what are we doing here? Do you want me to get emails and voicemails ready, or?
Yes. Okay. Let's just do some.
I have some good emails, so let's just do that. Well, I can start. Is this a beginning or coming back?
This is coming back. This is for August 2nd. The second part, we got to do 25 minutes, and then that's it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and we can start off. I want to talk to Pat about his house.
Okay, I'll bring us back then. Here we go. In 3, 2. Welcome back to A Corporate Time.
Cadillac Pat's here. How you doing, Pat?
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
What's up, Pat?
How we doing, guys? Good to see you.
Good, man.
So, Pat, I want to talk to you about something that I noticed, following your social media. And we've talked a little bit about this, about like,
Has he been sharing misinformation again?
No.
Yeah.
No. It's not that. I mean the pictures that I see of Pat on Pat's social media of especially.
You've been like low key lurking on his.
No. I just come
Instagram?
across. He's such a happy guy that
I think you're comparing comparing your physique to his physique.
No, I'll never.
I think any man that is beefy, you look at them now and you want to. You think they're challenging you.
Yeah. I do need to gain, like, for whatever.
Did you see that old man walking in the parking lot when we were coming back from lunch today? How big that old man was? That man was on the tee.
No, I know. Well, that's what I got to do.
That guy
was, if I want to get big.
Humongous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he must have been 50.
Yeah.
Jacked. I mean, but thick, like big, like an action star.
I'm doing too much cardio, and it's becoming super lean.
I do a lot of cardio. I'll tell you right now, I do a lot of cardio, and it is making my vagina sore.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sitting on the Peloton.
Yeah, sitting on that Peloton. It's hard work, man.
Beefy like Pat. Anyway, so back to your house, Pat. So I know we've mentioned it before that you collect a lot of oddities and stuff from the 90s and memorabilia.
Well, that's not what you said off air. You called it junk. Oddities. That's a nice way. Right?
Yeah, that's good.
You have oddities and knickknacks. And you have things from your travels.
And Pat, you've been coming on the show now for, I mean, it's got to have been, 7, 8 years. I don't even remember.
Technically, I think like 15 years because I was in Daniel's old studio back in like 2009 or 10.
I'm glad you called it my old studio. It was my old studio. This is my studio.
House.
This is my
You're
studio
right.
too.
It was in his house.
You've been coming on the show for 15 years,
Yeah.
and so we've been constantly talking about this. But here's the thing. 15 years have passed, and all those oddities just keep piling up.
How do you dust? How do you dust? Is it hard to dust?
I got a Roomba.
So the other day, you put a picture up on your social media, and it was just you in your kitchen, and behind you on all the walls, I mean, almost every square inch
Where can I see this? Hold on. Is it on your Insta?
Sure, I don't know.
It's
I'm
just
gonna
like
pull it up. Hold
your
on.
entire house is filled from ceiling to floor with Coca-Cola neon signs and then arcades and then
it's
random.
Like being at a TGI Friday.
yeah. Like
I
the
got a
whole wall.
stoplight.
And so stoplight, and then
right,
old public phone.
I'm going
my phone.
And then so I started looking at it, and I'm like, oh my God, like this is how, like, in another 20 years, it's going to be only, like, there's going to be pile hoarder house.
I got 3 fish tanks.
Oh, yeah,
too.
look, there's a, is it working now?
No, but it looks awesome where it is.
Yeah, you have a non-working payphone on the wall.
So then.
You know what you need? You need an old school British telephone box.
Like the red?
Yeah, like the red. And you paint it blue and call it the TARDIS, like Doctor Who.
Oh,
and then girls love that.
So
get a TARDIS.
It dawned on me because we only see the end result of hoarders. And we never see how they start.
Right? Are you saying that he's starting?
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm like, oh my God, am I watching the start of a hoarder? And then like in 25 years, when Pat's like walking through little paths,
but it'll be nice because it'll be like cool stuff piled. It's not like turds in a toilet.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. I think the hoarder started off with cool stuff.
So they start with like video games and like cool Simpson watches and Burger King memorabilia.
And then as their mental illness starts deteriorating worse, and then it starts.
They stop being able to recognize
what's cool and what's what's cool and what is just straight garbage.
May I point out that Cadillac Pat is wearing Yeezy Pods today? He has on real Yeezy Pods. Like he's actually wearing them.
I didn't want to talk about it because I hate those things.
I know you do. And I'm looking at his Yeezy Pods, and with the way he's wearing these, you're going to need a new pair. You're wearing a hole in these things. Is that your primary footwear now?
I was wearing them, I've been wearing them around town.
He's been wearing his Yeezy Pods every day, man.
They're scuba socks. They're black scuba socks. I'm not calling them Yeezy Pods.
They're Yeezy Pods.
No, they're neoprene scuba socks. So anyway, and then I started to realize, like, Pat starts with one payphone, but then over the next 30 years.
Some guy's like, hey, you like payphones? I got 2.
Yeah.
And I can't turn them down.
And then you're like more and more payphones, and then there's a pile of payphones in your kitchen, and then you can't cook anymore because they're on your stove. And then that's when you start, then you're like, well, I'll get my little, my computer area, and then.
Oh, well, that's where you just smoke. That's where you smoke and you write your threatening emails.
So,
right? People that hoarders write threatening emails when they smoke smoke cigarettes while they ride them.
Yeah. And then I like when they hoard like half of their bed, and so they only sleep on a little sliver
they
of their bed.
push the trash off of it.
I sleep on the recliner in the other room.
Yeah.
Because the bed's covered.
Yeah. So anyway,
I like that.
So Pat, I promise I have a question here. So when
Oh, wow, you've never said that before.
have you thought to yourself, there's got to be a limit to how much of the stuff I can collect?
Have you gotten rid of any stuff?
No.
Oh, well, that's what
I got
owners
too much
say.
cool stuff. I got too much cool stuff.
That's what owners say too.
What about, okay, like, so have you added anything significant? Because I know there was a time when, and it would seem like it was even causing problems in your life, where it was like pinball machine and stand-up arcade and you know, just thing after a lot of things.
Yes, so I wanted the Terminator 2. There's a Terminator 2 arcade game where you got the machine gun and you like shoot into the screen.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
And I had a line on one, and my girlfriend at the time was like, "You can't put that in the house." And I'm like, "There's room. We got room."
He also said girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
So guess what he's working on? Guess what he's working on?
Oh, he's
it
getting
sounds
it
like he's got a line on it now.
Yeah. Horner's also single.
Yeah. You know what he said? You know what he said when she left? He's like, "I'll be back." He brought it right in. He brought it right in.
Now I will say that is cool. The Terminator 2.
You see?
Hold on a second. You're supposed to hate everything he has.
Like I've been wanting to get a like some sort of shooting game.
Big buck?
Yeah.
I've
in
wanted
a
a big
studio.
I'll find you one. Believe me, I got a couple lines on a few of them already.
How do you get a line on a big buck?
You got to look. Oh, maybe not big buck, but
I want big buck.
I found
Hunter.
a couple different ones over the the Terminator 2 one. I found that was a few months ago. It may now be gone, but I found them.
You know the best part of Big Buck is when you kill all the animals, the girls come out and they applaud you.
Yeah. And they're scantily clad.
Girls are big fake boobs, and they're like, "Good job, you murdered him."
That's
good. I'm
right.
like, "Thank you."
I don't think this would be happening in real life. Something tells me
I'm drunk holding an orange shotgun. I'm drunk holding an orange shotgun while scantily clad women clap for me because I shot the most rabbits.
So, where do you look for like a video game or arcade game?
Facebook Marketplace is your main source.
Oh my
first
God,
source.
you guys are the same people.
Look at Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, or in eBay too. eBay for sure.
And what does like a Terminator 2?
The one I found was only like $400. The guy was getting
really?
The guy would have taken $450. I had to drive to like Mount Dora to get it, but
and it worked.
Yeah, it was like a nice brand new looking. Yeah.
$400. I thought it was gonna be like 3,200 or something because it's like okay. Well,
I think he had it for $6. I think he said $5, and I was trying to get it for $4. It was gonna be $500 max.
I mean, they got all kinds of stuff on here, dude. What do you want?
You want the big buck? Look for the big buck.
I got a freestanding Asteroids, $225. You want a freestanding Pac-Man, $1,400.
Oh, well,
dude, they got the one you wanted.
Oh,
they got the tabletop Miss Pac-Man, $500.
Yeah,
that's for you right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's going rate for those.
Yeah,
there's a reproduction, but it looks perfect.
So, back to your house, Pat. Now. Your girlfriend at the time said no arcade game, there's no room.
Yeah.
But
I respect her for that because.
Oh, dude, big buck, Daytona Beach, $600.
No, $600.
Yeah,
there you go.
And it's got the guns, 2 orange shotguns.
There you go. That's not bad.
Man, I might drive to Daytona tonight.
Does it work?
Yeah, it's arcade game, Ultimate Deer Hunter 2 with 2 orange shotguns. See, Extreme Hunting 2, $600. Machine and lights work great.
You tell him you're coming from Orlando, get it for $500.
All right.
It's currently in a kava shop.
I want to get high off kava.
Let's go and blast it at this kratom shop. Me and Tom are going. You want to go with us?
Sure, let's go.
I got to go tell my wife. My wife was like, "Hey, I thought we were doing another date night that Maisie's out of town." I'm like, "I'm going to Daytona with Tom. We're going to do kratom and shoot big buck." How fun would that be, dude? We'd be high as hell on kratom, shooting this thing, and we own it.
And you take it home,
Yeah, we put it in the back of your truck.
Yeah. And
where are we going to put this?
No, we're going to get rid of the bodega.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting rid of the snacks idea. That was a bad idea.
Or we can hang the snacks on the side of the big buck on the roof.
Oh.
It's a bodega / big buck. Big buck bodega. Okay.
Is this the one you wanted?
Yes, exactly. Right
Dude,
there.
This is $400.
Told you.
This is the Terminator 2. I found the one he's talking about.
It might be the same guy.
It's in very good condition for $400, dude. I might buy that. It's in St. Petersburg. Is that the one?
I don't think that one. That seems further than but I mean
this
that's
one
not.
is.
I remember playing that
me
game
too.
in the 90s.
Me too.
Yeah.
This one's great. It's only $400.
I know. And if you say I'm coming from Orlando, I bet you can get it for $375.
You
know
think
what I mean?
so? Oh yeah, like I'm driving out there.
Yeah.
I got to do a little bit.
So back to collecting too much
no
stuff.
idea.
Have you have you thought maybe this is too much and maybe I'm gonna eventually get too much, and then have you thought about like what can I give away first?
Yeah.
Or do you love it so much?
No, I mean I do love a lot of the stuff so much, but now I try to buy more smalls. Like I don't really get as much big stuff anymore or I just don't let myself go into places that have really cool things that I know I'll want, because if I go in, I'm gonna buy it. You know what I mean? Like. Especially if I have a couple pops, you know what I mean? You walk into an arcade stuff that's selling stuff, and they have a T2 for $400. $400 is not that much money. You know what I mean? Like I could take it
Oh my God,
home.
I'm like you in that respect, but like not with that sort of things. But yeah, if I go into a place and it's something I like,
I'm buying
like
it.
cooking stuff or something,
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
the price is right, there's going to be a problem.
I've got an idea.
Because you must be a little OCD or a little obsessive.
Sure, of
Yeah,
course.
there's
Yeah.
a-
I like certain things certain ways.
You guessed he had something wrong with it.
Well, we both do. I'm appealing to my friend. I'm appealing to my friend.
Yeah, I know.
We all want to belong to a tribe.
Let's start an arcade.
Ooh.
Dude, this is a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
It's right across the street from the wine bar.
Yeah.
We'll get these people drunk, get them in here
Well,
at night. We'll become Orlando's lingerie arcade.
There's
It's
a
a
wine
Tom
bar?
and Dade lingerie arcade.
See, because we don't even need.
It's a lingerie.
Lingerie.
Dude, it's a lingerie arcade.
Because we could put. I mean, how many
Stand-ups?
stand-up arcades?
You could fit two right there.
Well, you
could
need
fit
a
two
little
right
space
there.
between there, and there's got to be space for the fat guy working on him to squeeze in to get the coins out.
I got a guy too. I got a
You
guy.
got a guy?
Yeah, I got a guy.
I think we could put 5 arcades in
Oh,
our
I think
lobby.
we can do more than that.
Because we can get rid of
Yeah.
the couch.
Yeah.
We don't
The
need a
couch.
stinking
We'll sell the
couch.
couch. We'll sell the table.
Yeah.
We'll rip that TV out of there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we actually we could put some in our office too. We don't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
need
we
that.
don't even
I-
use the
I
office.
just sit there and look at our
Yeah,
bank account. I can do that on my phone.
I just sit at Sam's desk and write her notes to come back. I'm like, please come back. And then I email it to her.
And now the problem is that kids nowadays.
No kids allowed. This is an adult
No,
arcade.
adult only.
yeah, lingerie.
'Cause we also
Okay.
have lingerie, kava. We have some kratom.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
We have all the oils.
Do you need a license to sell kratom?
No.
Okay.
No.
We just have it. We'll put that in the
Yeah, yeah.
bodega.
Yeah, get rid of the
Yeah.
chips. Put a little kratom
You
there.
can do kratom. You can do anything with kratom because kratom. Like, here's the thing with kratom: it's helping some people. It is. Other people are getting addicted to it and ruining their
But
lives.
it's helping somebody.
But it is helping some people get off fentanyl and
Yeah,
heroin.
okay, yeah.
Oh.
So
yeah.
as long as it helps a little bit, it's like marijuana. It's helping
Yeah.
a little bit,
Sure.
but it is ruining lives.
Sure.
So this is a kratom arcade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Craycade.
So we
It's
have.
a kratom lingerie arcade.
Okay, all right. Okay, so,
Yeah.
and then, but who's wearing the lingerie?
We'll hire girls.
Okay, we
Yeah,
hire girls.
yeah.
I think that's gonna be the most expensive
You
part
only
of our
need 3.
business.
You only need 3 girls.
Dancers is right up the street, dude. We
Yeah.
can definitely get some people.
All right.
The chat room is chiming in. They want an NBA Jam arcade.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
I got the perfect one.
Cruisin' USA. Man, you guys know your video games.
All
Those
right.
are 2 magnifique video games.
all right. This is what we have to have too.
Okay.
We need the RC racer, the different color steering
Yeah,
wheels.
the one that you
Hold on.
spin.
You're like,
spin,
"Gang, gang,
yes,
gang."
No,
yes.
there was a man it was a man's name, and it was like a tough guy's name. It was like Max Strongman's
yeah.
Off-Road.
But it was RC off
what
road.
was
Yeah,
the- but what
it
was the guy's
RC
name?
off-road.
It was 4 different color
Yes,
Red,
steering
it
blue,
was red,
green,
blue,
yellow.
green,
Yeah.
and yellow.
It-
And what was the guy's name, though? It was a dude's name.
Yes, we gotta find that
And
one.
you spin the heck out of the wheels. Yes.
Yeah, and then you basically smacked one side. You're like, gung,
Yeah.
just to go in and
But
spin
it
the
was
wheels.
satisfying because it was a smooth wheel.
Yeah.
They spent money on those
Yeah.
wheels, so when you felt it, you were like, whoa, this isn't like the crappy plastic video games. This thing's got some metal in
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It was heavy.
It was Was it Super Off-Road? It was Ivan Iron Man Stewart. Thank you, chat room.
Wow.
It was.
Ivan Iron Man Stewart.
Wow.
I would
Off-road.
I don't
Yeah,
remember that.
it was Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Off-Road. And it was the best video game. I would beg my dad.
They still have it in arcades right now.
I would
It's
beg
still-
my dad to
yeah.
play that because the reason was that wheel was a metal wheel and it was satisfying and it never stopped.
Yeah, you spun it to go forever.
You'd spin it, but you would learn that the car would have a little bit of drift on the video screen, so you would spin it and your car would react in a really nice, satisfying way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was that game. I'm so glad you brought that up, dude.
And you had the foot pedal gas. I don't think there was a brake. It was just a gas pedal on the
Super
floor.
Off-Road. It was called Super
Yeah.
Off-Road. Hold on, where do I find one of those?
Yeah,
going back to Facebook Marketplace.
Go back to Facebook.
Get it.
Because we get a super off-road, we get the Terminator 2 gun game.
Yes.
We specialize in 90s.
Yeah, of course.
Right? And then maybe we even get Pat. Cadillac Pat to be the 90s host.
I'll come to your events here.
That you'll have the coins, and it'll all be coin operated.
Yeah.
We'll get one of those old school, you put your dollars in. And
I'm looking for
coins.
one of those too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got my guy's looking for one for me. The guy that fixes my stuff is looking for one for me.
But I like where it gives you tokens.
Oh, we could do that.
And not quarters.
Custom Tom and Dan tokens.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a hard one, man. This is gonna be a hard one. I found a Cruisin' USA. I found a.
You don't have an offer. You have to expand the
area.
Yeah.
We'll go. We'll Tom and Dan take a road trip to go get it.
Finding an Ivan Stewart super off-road. That's gonna be hard.
Try eBay. I mean, you'll pay more. But just find what your range is.
I remember a video game that was based on Running Man, the Arnold movie from the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We cannot afford that. That is a classic if I've ever seen one. $7,000.
Well, that's probably a brand new one. That's
Holy smoke.
Look, there's the guy. There's the guy's face. You're right, Daniel.
There he is.
7,000?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
We start small. We got to start small.
Holy smokes, man. Here's a little video of it if you guys want to see super off-road. Here's what it looked like.
Yeah.
There he is. It kind of looks like you, Pat.
I love it.
That's Ivan Iron Man?
Yeah. That's him. This is what it would sound like when you're loading it up. This is bringing back memories for people. We're freaking out men right now. Men all across Central Florida are hearing this music and freaking out.
It was a day and age, too, where real men were super tan.
Yeah.
Like you were tan as a Mexican man.
Yeah. Look at these trucks. Look at these trucks.
And your hands are always dirty.
Oh my God! And it says the name of the track on this one, and that's grim, was Fandango. Our condolences to the CEO who jumped from a building earlier today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the man who created Fandango. He jumped.
Committed suicide?
Yeah.
No, that's sad.
Yeah. Just happened to be a coincidence that this particular track is named Fandango. Do you think he said, Fandango? It's the first thing I thought of. Because it's a great word to yell if you're jumping off of something.
Oh, come on. Why'd you make me laugh?
Uh-oh. You're supposed to get my back. If you turn your back on me, then you're just another liberal puppet.
So what is another quintessential arcade game?
God, you nailed it. Like you nailed part of my childhood with this whole super off-road thing, man.
I would say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 4-player.
Oh yeah,
cabinet.
That was a big one. Simpsons.
The same sort of things. And
very similar.
X-Men, Simpsons, and that one are the same.
Oh, X-Men was a big one.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Street Fighter.
Well, I didn't want to tell you this, but there is, Tom's been obsessed with getting a tabletop video game where you sit like a gentleman and you smoke cigarettes while you play, and they have Mortal Kombat. I've never seen that.
Mortal Kombat?
They have a tabletop the first one, the original Mortal Kombat.
Like, I remember going and playing Mortal Kombat at 7-Eleven with my buddy Joe.
That's where you had to go.
Yeah, and then the quintessential.
And you'd go in the back room. There'd be like two games
weird.
Or one game.
The little baby room that was on the side when you walk in.
Yeah, there wouldn't be very many games.
It's fun when you walk into 7-Eleven. It still has that layout because there's only a few of those left. Like when you walk in the left where the arcade would be.
It's gone now. You know what they have now? A little red phone, and it's for police officers to go and do their paperwork. And they stand there.
No.
Like, give them a chair for Christ's sake.
It's a good idea to keep criminals out of like.
Hey, what's that red phone do? Because I've been so tempted to run in there and pick it up. Hello, are you the police? Hello.
Can't you do the paperwork in your car?
I know.
Like, there's a laptop in there.
You can sit in there.
Yeah.
But what is the red phone connected to in the substation?
Oh, it's nothing.
If I pick it up, it's like, oh, this is 911.
They just have it there for looks.
Is it just for looks?
So people think
like me,
important.
they brought in a fake phone. They just stuck it on the wall.
I'm going to pick it up. Next time I'm in there, I'm picking it up.
What 7-Eleven has that? The one right here on Bumby-ish? Or?
Oh, I don't know. They probably don't even have them anymore. I'm just like remembering something that, doesn't exist anymore.
You got to get a claw machine. I mean, I've got one already. So I already got the claw machine.
So now, can you?
How much that cost you?
$350.
Oh, really? Only $350?
You know why? Because it's so big. The guy, I'm stuck with it now because the guy was like, I just want to get rid of it. He didn't know what to do with it. And at the time, not many people were in the market for claw machines.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you know who that man was? Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
He's like, I just want it out of my house. And I'm kind of that. No, I'm stuck with it.
What do you have in there?
Other toys that I win from other claw machines at other bars.
Okay.
Then you put it in
there.
Yeah.
And do you do the saddest thing that a collector can do? Do you get the ball and it drops in and you're like, yes, I won, and you just put it back in sadly. And it's just you by yourself. You take the ball, you get the stuffed animal, and it drops in. You're like, yes! And then you open the top and put it back in. I have no friends.
Why don't you put some cool stuff in there?
Ale House used to have the best claw
should
machines.
You should do White Claws wrapped in panties.
I put money in there. I put animals wrapped in money.
In our claw machine, bags of kratom.
Oh my God! This place, we have to get a security guard.
And then one bonus bag fentanyl. You don't know which one.
You don't know which one.
Yeah, we'll put it on top. We'll be like, "There's fentanyl in here. One of these." You'll know when you start to fall asleep. And then we'll sell the little what are they called, Narcan.
Well, no, that's in the claw machine too.
Oh yeah.
That's the Narcan's in the claw machine.
You gotta win it. You better
hurry up.
You better hurry. Hope we got enough change.
We only got a window of like 7 minutes now.
Oh, I'm ran out of tokens.
Oh, all right. Just push him to the back. Put
Get that red phone
to call the trash.
But you know what is sad is that my sons, like, they have arcade games at Hourglass, right?
Yeah.
And you could play them.
Yep.
And then even like at like Elevate, when they used to advertise, there was arcade games near the putt-putt.
Yeah.
They were free.
Yeah.
My daughter looked at him like she was at, she might as well have been at the old fort in St. Augustine.
Oh my God.
And when my sons, like, I thought that because they like any type of video game.
Yeah.
And even Max loves this game called Geometry Dash, right? And all it is basically imagine something going like a scrolling screen, like 2D from like is going right, and then you have to just dodge obstacles up and down. It's rudimentary, right?
Yeah,
it's
I like
super
those
rudimentary.
games. Like
so they're just
Flappy Bird.
Yeah, you're just dodging but it's very pixelated and it's supposed to be like lo-fi.
Sure.
So that told me, I was like, oh, maybe he'd be interested in old school 90s arcade games. But they don't like the joystick and the button.
Oh,
they like their fingers.
Yeah, they're so used to the
They're
pads.
like me. They like to use their fingers.
They're so used to iPad and their smartphone and stuff that that's how they have learned to play video games. Yeah. And
Macy's like that too. I hate it.
They can use a controller every once in a while, like the Nintendo Switch controllers are used to.
But they want just the pad, just the iPad screen.
Yes, yeah,
Dang.
because that's what they got indoctored to.
Yeah.
And so we got indoctrinated to the stand-up arcade joystick and the buttons, so it's very appealing to us. My sons, it's weird to them. They're just like, what the hell? Yeah. They're like, they don't like it. And so
it might as well be chopsticks.
It's weird.
Like,
Sure.
And so that's what disappointed me. If they have that game on their iPad, they love it. So it's just the way that it moves, which is weird. But anyway.
Macy's like that too. Like when I see her use her thumb on just a blank screen, and then she'll move her thumb like a joystick.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
but it's on the screen.
And I try to do that, and I'm like, I can't. I need a physical. I'm like an old astronaut. I need a switch or a knob. I need something
tangible.
Yeah, I need something that's metal that moves up and down to like feel like I'm doing something. Because I don't have
the sense of where it is.
Exactly. I lose the sense of where the joystick is on the iPad or whatever, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Like, have you seen they have a Game Boy emulator on your phone now where you can get like an actual Game Boy screen? It's got like the pad of a Game Boy on your phone.
You can't do it.
I can't do it either because I can't touch the pad like you said.
Yeah, we're dumb old men.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
All right, so we're forming a partnership.
Yeah.
Cadillac Pat will be an employee.
Yes.
Yes.
After today, we'll draw up the paperwork.
I'll take the business part of it.
Okay.
I
guess I'll do branding and logos.
And Daniel will do logos. Yeah. We'll call it Tom and Dan Arcade, Kratom Arcade, or whatever.
Lingerie Kratom Arcade.
Lingerie Kratom Arcade.
Lingerie-dom. It's the Lingerie-dom Arcade.
Flows off the tongue well.
What could go wrong? For the first couple of weeks, it's got to look a little rough in here, too.
No, you got to build it.
Because I'm doing this. I'm playing a game right now called Yakuza 0, and it's free on Game Pass for Xbox. And I'm having to set up a lot of these in a lot of brothels. And I'm setting up a lot of, like, clubs where you have women come and they hang out and they talk to Japanese businessmen and they get their money and, that sort of thing. I think I could probably do this. But for the first couple weeks, you're going to have a couple, and they even say it in the game, like you'll recruit a new girl, and the character in the game will be like, hey, she's not the best, but maybe she'll work hard. He says that in the game. So I think I prepared for this.
Oh, we'll also sell Delta 9.
Yeah.
That's where the moneymaker is.
Yes.
Kratom, Delta 9, Kava, all the
powders. Fireworks. Sorry, Craig. It's dog eat dog dog. It's dog eat dog dog.
Yeah. We'll sell some fireworks
for
we'll
sure.
sell everything.
But only like tanks and snakes. Like the 90s.
No black cats?
Black cats too.
We might be able to get a deal for them.
Yeah.
Are we going to have refreshments here?
Yeah,
We're keeping the bodega or getting rid of it?
Well, we need some snacks for the customers.
And for the girls. They're going to get hungry.
Yeah.
I'm not driving up to McDonald's every day to get them lunch.
Yeah.
And Publix expensive.
Yeah, it is. They can walk to Publix. Put a robe on before you walk.
It's Baldwin.
It's a nice neighborhood. Put a robe on before you walk to Publix.
Don't let the manager see you.
God, you got your whole ass hanging out. Put your robe on. Don't talk to Jordan.
We got to go. Pat, thanks so much for coming by. We appreciate it.
Thanks for imagining things with us.
Yes.
And again, where can people find you?
Find me at the Brass Tap in Waterford Lakes. I'm the only Brass Tap in Orlando. It's in Waterford Lakes. I'm there every Wednesday through Saturday night. Come see me. Come say hi. Tell me you hear me on the show.
And if you don't know what Cadillac Pat looks like, just walk into Brass Tap, look around, and imagine what a Cadillac Pat will look like. And then you will find him.
That has happened, actually.
You will know which one's which.
You can't hear him because the Yeezy Pods are awfully quiet. They're very quiet shoes.
All right. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Nice job, buddy. Is that it for today?
That's it.
All right, guys. We're done.